Welcome back to BT Sport, the heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Mr. Stipe Miocic. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm very well indeed. Very well indeed. It's heavyweight fight week. What's not to be enjoying about heavyweight fight week? You know, all the fans are excited about things like this. I'm sure it's different for you as the person that obviously makes the walk to the octagon. But yeah, we're all in a good mood and ready for action at the weekend. I want to start with congratulations. I saw the Instagram post. I saw you dropping it in there. The Miocic family is getting bigger and bigger, my man. You've been keeping yourself occupied during these lockdown periods, eh?
Yeah, excited. No, yeah, quarantine helped. We got a boy on the way, so we're excited. We're excited. We're just very happy. We're so happy. Thank you.
How is your daughter with the news of becoming a big sister? Is she cool with it yet? Has she got her head around that yet?
No, she's like, okay, Cal. She's like, yeah, whatever, all right. But the one thing about her is she's very nurturing. You know what I mean? She loves babies, so we have to make sure so she doesn't try to handle him when he's born. But I think by then, she'll be a little over 3 and she'll be more mature and understand what's going on. And she'll be fine. But I think she's starting to get it, but kind of not. I think she's maybe she's playing us and doesn't want to realize it's going to happen. So
yeah.
we don't know. Yeah.
It's when you I don't know, maybe come into the living room or something like that, and she's picked her brother up, stuck him in the pram or something, you know what I mean, and she's rolling around like he's one of her dollies or something like that. That's what you've got to keep your eye on.
Yeah. I did. She shows all day. We go to bed and there's like $3, a baby car seat, a stroller. I'm like, how am I going to sleep tonight, babe? And she looks at me and she's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, oh, exhausting.
Mate, all good. Great news. 10 years in the UFC, Stipe. 10 years, man. I was just doing a little bit of look back at the career and all the things that you've achieved. 10 years. Does it feel like it's been 10 years, a full decade in the UFC?
More like 20, but yeah, sure can. No, honestly, it's gone by fast, because with so many fights. And how many fights have I had in 10 years? Like, a lot. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's been great. And, let's keep it going, not stopping.
Well, the better stat is that half of that time, give or take a couple of months and what have you, half of that time you spent it as the UFC champion. That's mad in itself, that half the time in the UFC, over a 10-year period, you've been the guy.
I'm okay with that.
Why not? Eh? Why not?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's just crazy 10 years. And I didn't think about it. I know it's been a while, but I just never really sat down and thought about it. Really, I think it's been a decade, but that's crazy. And it's kind of nice, it means me and my coaches are doing something right.
You are indeed, my man. So therefore, with all that I've just said to you, please explain this to me because I'm a little bit dumbfounded by it. How is the baddest man on the planet? How is the best UFC heavyweight that we have ever seen? How is this man an underdog going into a rematch with a man that he dominated the first time round? A betting underdog, that is. How is that the case?
Nothing new. I mean, I'm used to it by this point. Honestly, I don't worry about that too much, man. That's just, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I'm used to it by this point. Honestly, Vegas hates me because they lose a lot of money to me all the time. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but you think that they got their act together by now, man? You think that they'd sort the odds out by now,
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'll keep doing it. I love it. I love being an underdog.
What are your memories from the first fight with Francis? Because for those that have been following your career, they'll know that it was quite a significant night for you. That was the night that you defended the belt for the 3rd time, which became a UFC record. So what are your lasting memories of that first fight?
It was a grueling fight. He's a tough guy. It's hard, and nothing less what I expect. He's just a tough guy. I know he's evolved, but from that night it was just it was cold because it was in Boston. It was winter, but I remember Boston was a great city. But that fight was it was a tough guy. It's hard. He was bringing it, and it was a grueling fight.
The achievement that night, of course, defending that belt for the 3rd time, which is quite remarkable, really, over the period of time and all the great heavyweights that we've had over that period of time. For you to be the first one to be able to do that, to get to 3 defenses, that must have been a really good feeling.
Yeah, it was great. Like I said, I'm doing something right. Me and my coaches, we're doing something right just because it's crazy. Just 3 times. No one's ever really done it, and it was crazy. It's awesome. And just I'm doing something and doing something right. So that's all I care about.
From a fan's point of view, then, as they look at that first fight and the way that it played out, is it an obvious thing to say that just do the same thing again in the second fight?
Well, yeah, in a perfect world, yes. No, but he definitely, we definitely have a different game plan. But also, he's gotten better. He's evolving. He's getting, he's got coaches, like better coaches, and a better team, and he's definitely working on all his strengths and all his weaknesses. So he's gonna come out better this time. I know that. But unfortunately, I've gotten better. I'm 38, but I've gotten way better. I'm listening to my coaches even more. My IQ's gotten better. My conditioning's gotten better. Strength gotten better. I've lost weight, not trying to, just naturally, and just it's just a lot going on. Good stuff for me too.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about that because the last 2 fights that you've had with DC, I've watched the post-fight interviews, and so many guys ask you questions about, oh, is this it now, Stipe? You've achieved everything. Are you calling time and all this? But the last fight in particular, the last DC fight, the trilogy fight, you've just mentioned there. I think that's the best shape that you've ever been in. Aesthetically, just looking at you looked in incredible shape, and I think it showed in the octagon as well. You actually look quicker. You look leaner. You look quicker. You look like you've just said there that you are getting better. Is that a fair assessment as to where you're at now? At I don't want to say tender age, but you know what I'm saying, mate. At your age of 38.
You're good, man. Yeah, 100%. You can say it. Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of it too with me and my coaches, and we're listening to my body, we're understanding it. They're learning too as we go as coaches. They're learning, and we're just kind of everyone's working together, and it's been great.
Where do you think the hunger comes from to keep going? Because we've seen so many fighters down the years. They get there, they get the UFC gold, and then the hunger isn't there, and they don't defend, or they move on and go do other things. You just keep going. You keep doing it. Where does that hunger come from?
A lot of reasons, man. There's a lot of reasons why. I like winning. I'm very competitive. I don't like losing. I hate losing more than winning. My family, take care of my family, and show my kids that, you can achieve anything in life is that you work hard. Nothing's ever given; it's earned. And I just want to show them that. But I'm competitive though. That's what it is, man. I'm going into another octagon with the man that's going to try to take my head off, and so it's kind of fight or flight. So at that point too, you get motivated real quick.
Is the run that Francis has been on recently, with his first round finishes, is that the thing that you're talking about there regarding the competition, regarding the thing that keeps you hungry? Because you've beaten him once, and you've beaten him convincingly once, and you would be forgiven us to say, listen, why do I have to do that again? But because of his development, and this game is constantly changing all the time, is that the thing that you're referring to there, the thing that does keep you hungry, these new challenges that keep coming on the hill for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 100%. It's all about challenges too, and he's deserving of the title shot again too. But unfortunately, I'm the heavyweight champ, and nothing's going to change. It sucks for him. You wait till I'm done. Until I'm retired, because no one's getting this belt until I'm retired. So and so I just I love challenges, and that's I love it. I'm excited, man. I wish it was Saturday already.
Is it easy to stay focused on the job in hand on Saturday when I've no doubt so many people that do my job for a living are asking you about another fighter in the shape of John Jones throughout the course of the week?
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry about him, because it's task at hand. That's what we was talking about. I got to worry about Saturday, and I got a great opponent in front of me. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, and that's all I worried about. Then I have to get done, take care of business, and walk out with the belt silver up my waist, stand still. Then we can talk about John Jones.
That's a fair point. How's the video gaming going? Because I know that you're smashing everybody up on Twitch at the moment, mate. You're doing well.
I'm trying, man. I have my good days, and I have a few good days and a lot more bad days.
The development of what I'm seeing from a lot of fighters, I speak to a lot of fighters that have gone in, like DJ went in there, didn't he? And obviously you've got Sean O'Malley and people like that. Talk to me about this. Obviously you're a video gamer. Talk to me about the revenue streams and the extra things that are being added on top of your life now, which I would assume are making it easier through a pure enjoyment.
Yeah, no, honestly, people can subscribe to your channel, and this and that. And I don't even do it for the money, honestly. I just do it for another venue for fans and people that talk to me, and it's great. And it's just something different. Plus, I love playing video games, so when I do both, you know what I mean?
Yeah, A lot of fighters that I speak to about it are finding that the conversation that they have on the Twitch channels is actually a more purer conversation with real fans rather than the social media nonsense that we have over on this side.
Well, you do get your trolls here and there coming through saying dumb stuff, but yeah, I have moderators, so they delete it or they block them. But like honestly, mostly it's just honestly the pure fans that come in, they enjoy you and just sometimes they don't even talk about fighting, they talk about other stuff too, which is cool. You know, they just want to like you're a regular human being, which is great.
Yeah. Is it Call of Duty that you're playing on there, or are you playing a lot of stuff?
Well, I've been Call of Duty Warzone a lot, but I've been switching over to Apex Legends now, which I'm really getting into that one now. I don't know why. I used to play it and I was like, I played it again. I'm like, man, why am I missing this game? This game was so fun. Why am I missing out on it? Like, so I'll do both.
Do you take your gaming stuff on Fight Week, or do you switch off totally?
No, I do. I have games. I have a games thing. It's called Games. It's a briefcase and it's got 20. Very sweet. It's legit.
You see, this fascinates me. The mentality of a fighter preparing for a big title fight of the weekend. What do they do, especially during these situations? There you go, man. Because we're living in these crazy times where you've got to have your, a moment of quarantine. So you've got to keep yourself occupied, haven't you? So to take your gaming stuff, to try and make it a home from home, just makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's easy and it's a little heavy, but it's not that heavy. It's not that bad.
How has the day job been throughout the course of the pandemic? It's been crazy all over the world. How's it been at the fire station?
It's been good. You know, in the beginning, it was a little rough just because everything was closed down and we really couldn't do much because we couldn't do inspections or, go on, and stuff like that and do our training outside just because everything was closed down. But it's gotten better. So everything's opening up now and it's, back to normal kind of. We're wearing masks still, but like it's getting back to normal, almost some normalcy going on in the world. Thank God.
And obviously, as you left for Fight Week, did the guys at the fire station just remind you that when you do get back with the W, that the toilets will be waiting for you?
Oh, they always do. No matter what. Yeah, they don't care. They're savages.
For those that don't know that story, his work colleagues always make him do the dirtiest of jobs upon return back to normal life. Have you picked the shift when you get back? Are you straight back in?
Yeah, I gotta look. I even look. I think that week, sometime that week, I'm pretty sure. So like 4 or 5 days in.
Do you find that side of your life enables you to be able to deal with the craziness of being the UFC heavyweight champion?
Yeah, they both go hand in hand. Funny to say because you got to be calm and collective and just kind of go with the flow and know what's going on. And that's just what I love about doing both. But also, being a fighter, man, they don't treat me like the champ. They just treat me like one of the guys.
Mm. What was it like fighting behind closed doors last time out? You're used to the big stadiums, man. You're used to the fans going, wow. What was that like?
It was at first I'm like, I'll be fine. But it was weird. Just usually I get that one guy like, you suck, but it was a little awkward, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was just, it was like another day at the office.
We've seen recently the tale of the UFC gloves coming up for chat, and I know that obviously in your fights with DC there was a multiple eye poke you suffered yourself, and I know that you've had surgery on your eyes off the back of that. Do we need to do more with the UFC gloves, Stipe? Do we need to change them? What do you think? I
don't know. And they're probably looking at something. I don't know. I know they're accidental. It's not like intentional. So it is part of the game. But if they're going to do something great. I'm pretty sure they're looking for something. They're looking into it to see if they can do. That's for sure.
Finally, tell me how this plays out at the weekend, Stipe.
You'll find out when I get my hand raised, belt wrapped around my waist, and still. But I'm getting that win.
Enjoy the gaming this evening. I know that you're going to have a little bit of downtime, man. Enjoy Fight Week. It's been a pleasure speaking to you as always. Looking forward to the fight at the weekend.
You too, my man. Thank you so much for having me.